Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. After projecting India as a dysfunctional democracy during his recent trip to the United States, Rahul Gandhi will now head to Patna in just 2 weeks' time on a mission to forge opposition unity to defeat Narendra Modi's BJP in 2024, which according to him is a requirement if the Indian democracy has to be saved. At the same time, the man opposition thinks India needs saving from will be honored by the world's oldest democracy as its state guest. Prime Minister Modi will join a select club of world leaders to address a joint session of the US Congress for the second time. And viewers, Prime Minister Modi can be trusted to speak with pride of the new Bharat at the Congress. He also is likely to talk up brand India and its democracy. And the US is likely to be listening in rapt attention if President Joe Biden's recent resounding endorsement is anything to go by. Prime Minister Modi's success has shown that world democracies can deliver. Biden had famously said, however, several opposition parties in India do not agree. They see Modi's politics as divisive and his Bharat as intolerant. Who can forget Rahul Gandhi's claim about the oppression of Muslims in Modi's India? The Mohabbat Ki Dugan narrative that he went to set out actually poured hate all over Modi's narrative of India. The centre has now slammed Rahul Gandhi left, right and centre for berating India on foreign soil. Listen in to both Smriti Irani and External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar.
When you talk about Mohabbat, does that include killing of Sikhs? When you talk about Mohabbat, does that include kidnapping of women in Rajasthan? When you talk about Mohabbat, does that include denouncing the Hindu way of life? When you talk about Mohabbat, does it mean partnering with those who want to bring India to a standstill? When you talk about Mohabbat, does that Mohabbat compel you to go seek outside intervention against your own democracy?
But the Congress party maintains that Rahul Gandhi has spoken only the truth and nothing but the truth. Listen in to the Congress's argument.
प्रधानमंत्री इस देश के 68 साल 70 साल के इतिहास का मजाक उड़ाएं, इस देश के विकास और तरक्की का मजाक उड़ाएं, वो सही है। पर इस देश में संविधान और संवैधानिक संस्थाओं पर जो एक सुनियोजित और नीतिगत हमला हो रहा है, उसे अगर उजागर किया जाए, हमारे भारत के उन सब एम्बेसडर्स के सामने जो भारत के पैदा हुए नागरिक हैं, हमारे एनआरआई साथी हैं, अगर सच को सच ना कहा जाए तो क्या झूठ का आवरण दे दिया जाए। राहुल गांधी जी ने जो कहा, उन्होंने साफ तौर से कहा कि हमारी लड़ाई अपनी खुद की है, हमें किसी विदेशी साथी, ताकत या सरकार का समर्थन नहीं चाहिए। पर प्रजातंत्र पर अगर हमला होगा तो उसमें महात्मा गांधी जो पहले सबसे बड़े प्रोमिनेंट एनआरआई थे, उसके समेत इस देश का हर नागरिक जो किसी भी विदेश के अंदर है, उन सबको आकर इस यज्ञ के अंदर अपना अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन और आहुति देनी चाहिए।
However, neither Rahul Gandhi nor Nitish Kumar, who is spearheading the opposition unity in Patna on the 23rd of June, have condemned those who idolize Mughal ruler Aurangzeb. After all, in a country where Muslims are being treated shabbily, as stated by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, why are posters of Aurangzeb as the king, as the father of this country being spread in Maharashtra? A man known for his religious intolerance, demonstrated by razing of temples, conversions and religious killings. A man who did not even spare his own father or brothers. They're also silent on bigots whose playbook for religious conversion and indoctrination has been exposed in Damo in Madhya Pradesh and in Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh, where One, in a school, Hindu girls are being converted, being forced to wear hijab, and another who's using a gaming app to actually convert people. Not one word against these oppressed Muslims. Not one word against those who are perpetuating the ill of conversion. That would make one ask if the opposition fight is driven by the idea of India or just by pure power play. Because where is the secularism that they hold so close to their hearts? And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question on the Newshour tonight. Is this united for idea of India, or is this just pure ambition for the opposition? That's the question, and that's the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining me tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Imran Pasha, State Spokesperson of the JDS, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, Leader of the Congress Party, Parimal Kumar, General Secretary of the JDU, Abbas Haider, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Also joining the Newshour tonight, Riju Datta, National Spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, to whom goes my first question. Riju Datta, 23rd. Everybody gets there to save democracy. I want to ask you, are you completely in tune with Rahul Gandhi's idea of India as he touted? Because he's going to be your alliance partner in Patna on the 23rd of June. Important player in the united opposition. Do you believe that Mohabbat ki dukaan, which Rahul Gandhi is running, is actually your idea of Mohabbat? Because not one word from Mamata Banerjee about Aurangzeb, about Damu, about Ghaziabad, the gaming apps, conversion, nothing. What happened to your plank of secularism that was so popular once upon a time? I want to ask you, what binds the opposition together when you go there on the 23rd of June?
Madam, let me just clarify at the very onset that I don't understand this Aurangzeb debate. If you talk about Muslims and national heroes, I will talk about, Qazi Nazrul Islam from Bengal. I will talk about Major Abid Hassan, Netaji's aide. I will talk about our past president, Abdul Kalam Azad. I think that is what we should concentrate on. People who are running all these illegal apps and everything, I don't think the religion is a factor. There is a criminal and they should be behind bars. Simple as that. Irrespective of their religion, they should be behind bars. But it is also a fact that India has democratically elected a fascist government. It is hell-bent for the last 9-10 years for choking the voice of dissent, illegal use of central government agencies, a polarizing campaign all over India. The general consensus is that BJP in 2019 was 5 years old. Now it is 9-10 years old. So there is too much hatred against the BJP. 2024 elections will be BJP versus the people of India. It's the need of the hour that all like-minded opposition parties should get united to dethrone the BJP. Now the question will be, what is the common minimum program? The common minimum program, I'm saying on record, the common minimum program for the country and for its people to safeguard the constitution is remove the BJP. But there is a new thing that will be there. That is a common maximum program. The common maximum program will be all united opposition should come together in maximum amount. They should reach maximum amount of people, and maximum people of this country should realize that BJP is taking India back to the Stone Ages, and it's time for them to go. And that is what we are coming together on. There is going to be a dialogue. There is going to be a common consensus. There are a lot of discrepancies still now between all opposition parties and the Congress, which is one of the key players here. Everything needs to be sorted out before the general elections. And I believe if everything comes together, the regional parties get their due respect, then BJP is not coming back and Mr. Modi is not coming back as the Prime Minister of India.
Okay, many ifs and buts if you all come together and before you can remove Mr. Modi. But Shehzad Poonawalla, common minimum program, remove Modi. Common maximum program, remove Modi. That is the plank of the opposition. In the middle of this, you are a polarizing party. The BJP is a polarizing party. They are extremely noble. They are extremely honorable. They don't support any polarization. It is all the BJP which does this.
First of all, Navika, look at the irony of irony is that 5 decades after the land of Bihar witnessed Sampoorn Kranti, which was against the emergency mindset of the Congress, today there is an opposition so-called unity which will be called Sampoorn Bhranti. And at a time when the entire bridge is falling down and taking Jal Samadhi, they are trying to build a bridge of vipakshi ekta. But what is the cement of this bridge? Only nakaratmakta, anti-BJP hatred, anti-Modi hatred, no mission, no vision, only ambition for position, and therefore there is all this kind of confusion. Now let me tell you, this is the tweet of Jairam Ramesh just recently, just few days back. He has said that the manner in which the TMC has poached the lone MLA of Congress party from West Bengal, it shows that the TMC is actually trying to undermine opposition unity. अब ये एक दूसरे के प्रति ही इतना अविश्वास है. So this is not got anything to do with BJP. Actually, we welcome this because this is an opportunity to expose themselves. Their actual agenda is to actually reduce Congress party from contesting from 450 seats to 100 to 150 seats, because all of these people are uniting together and saying that Congress can't do it alone. Therefore, we all have to come together with the common plank of opposing the BJP. Now, secondly, look at the hypocrisy on this. This is the person who they have invited in this particular meeting.
अगर तुमसे जांच नहीं होती तो जांच करानी है, सोनिया गांधी को गिरफ्तार करो, 2 दिन उसका इंटेरोगेशन करो, देखो पता चल जाएगा किस किस ने.
अब कमरुज़मान चौधरी बताएंगे कि सोनिया गांधी को गिरफ्तार करने वाली बात अरविंद केजरीवाल की सही थी, इसलिए उनको न्योता दिया है, या अरविंद केजरीवाल बताएंगे, अगर उनके प्रवक्ता शीश महल से बाहर आकर स्टूडियो में आएंगे, कि भाई उन्होंने अपनी बातों पर यू टर्न किया है और सोनिया गांधी जो है ईमानदारी की मूर्ति है. और तीसरी बात देखिए, द ओनली कॉमन पॉइंट बिटवीन ऑल ऑफ देम इज दैट समहाउ they want to try and stop Prime Minister Modi, but at least one thing they have acknowledged, that all of them together, they have to come together because Mr. Modi is working on a mission and vision for this country.
Well, Kamruzaman Chaudhary hijacked lone MLA in Bengal, goes to the Trinamool Congress, but हमारी दोस्ती बहुत पक्की है. Common minimum and common maximum program. In Delhi, you can't see eye to eye with the Kejriwal. You are very happy with the investigation against him, but आपकी दोस्ती बहुत पक्की है और unity होगी. You can't see eye to eye in various parts of the country with various political parties in the regions, but दोस्ती आपकी बहुत पक्की है. Now, what kind of dosti, what kind of common minimum program, and what kind of Fevicol are you going to carry with you to Patna on the 23rd of June?
Navika, good evening. First of all, your question can be answered very categorically after the 23rd of the when the meeting concludes, because absolutely Congress party right now is on a single mission to reclaim the idea of India. And what Rahul Gandhi says that I need to open नफरत के बाजार में मोहब्बत का दुकान, what he means also that needs to be debated and discussed.
फ्रॉइडियन स्लिप हो गया आपसे, फ्रॉइडियन स्लिप हो गया. आपने कैप मतलब कंपेटिटिव अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स का फॉर्मूला बता दिया. यही है गौ हत्या का समर्थन करना, मुस्लिम लीग को सेकुलर बताना, औरंगजेब की पोर्ट्रेट को लेकर नाचना सड़कों पर, औरंगजेब रोड का नाम एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम के ऊपर हो तो उसके ऊपर विरोध करना. आज आपने बता दिया कि ये मोहब्बत की दुकान है, तुष्टीकरण का मेगा मॉल और नफरत का मेगा मॉल आपने खोला है. अब क्या बचा बोलने के लिए? यही तो आपकी राजनीति है और यही रणनीति है.
Have you finished? Now try. No, Shehzad, you try and divert the topic. That is very accepted rules from people like you.
Kamruzaman Chaudhary, let's be fair. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, it was a slip of tongue. It was a slip of tongue, but a Freudian slip many would say, because मोहब्बत की दुकान को आपने मोहम्मद की दुकान बना दिया. अब लोग तो चुटकी लेंगे ही ना. You can't. That is not banned in this country.
Now coming to the point, if you allow me to say, after the Karnataka elections, what happened was that Indians are completely fed up of Narendra Modi ji and is Hindu-Muslim politics and a very biased media that is going on in its country. Now you see what are the main issues that you will never debate in a discussion like this are why there were no word by Rahul Gandhi on this topic, why there were no words by Sonia Gandhi on this topic, but why there is no word by Narendra Modi ji on the civil war going on in Manipur. There is no, apart from the cow belt, I am telling you categorically, where is the BJP strong presence in India? They are out of power in at least 15 states in the country. Now they are commanding in some states maybe 30, 35 to 40% of the vote share, but in rest of India, if you take it on average, they have been reduced. Their vote share has come down. Congress's vote share has climbed from 20% to some pollsters predicting to around 30-32%. Now, if the opposition comes together to reclaim the idea of India, this is going to be a very, very deep and a difficult situation for Narendra Modi ji to come back to power in 2024. Moreover, the most important thing that what are the issues that they have tried to bring in India after 2014, the triple talaq debate, the sedition debate, the encroachment drives, the textbook corrections, the mob lynching, the political isolation of Muslims, from economic boycotts to hate speeches to stereotyping Muslims as terrorists, comparing them with Mughals. You have brought in the love jihad, you have brought in the hijab issue, you have brought in the azan issues. All these are polarizing topics. Why can't you talk about developmental politics in the country? Why can't you talk about Mehngai? Why can't you talk about your much touted Modi government? Why can't you talk about Modi?
Just one line.
Why can't you talk about unemployment?
very emotional
Why can't you talk about hatred? And you catch a slip of the
अब हो गया आपका एक ही लाइन आपसे पूछ रहा
हूँ
कमरू जी आपको एक लाइन पूछ रहा हूँ एक लाइन इसमें उद्धव सेना भी आप जनता के सवाल का जवाब दो जनता की तरफ से पूछो अब जनता को भी खारिज कर दिया क्या अच्छा जनता को भी खारिज कर दिया चलिए कमरू जी जनता को भी खारिज कर दिया एक सवाल आप ही से या रिजू दत्ता भी जवाब दे सकते उद्धव सेना है ना आपके साथ इसमें अभी आपने मुसलमानों की बात की संजय राउत ने कहा है कि मुसलमानों का वोटिंग राइट ले लेना चाहिए वापस ये जरा बताइए कौन सी दुकान आप दोनों में से कोई भी आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया बचा रहे हो आपने मुसलमानों के साथ प्रताड़ना हो रही है ये आप ही का स्टेटमेंट है मैं बाकी में तो जाऊंगा कमरू जी संजय राउत ने बोला मुसलमानों का वोटिंग अधिकार छीन लेना चाहिए आपके अब पता नहीं कौन सी दुकान आपने बताई मोहब्बत की दुकान में नहीं बिकती है मोहब्बत भावना होती है खरीदने वाली मोहब्बत वो मोहब्बत नहीं होती खरीदा जो जाता है वो कुछ और होता है सुनिए मोहब्बत खरीदी नहीं जाती बट एनीवे 2024 दूर नहीं है अरे वो सब छोड़िए ना आप आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया को बचा रहे हैं कमरू जी एक सेकंड दुकान खोलने जा रहे हैं आज आपने एक बड़ा स्टेटमेंट दिया है 403 एमएलए में बड़ा स्टेटमेंट आपने दिया है कि आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया मुसलमानों को आपने टिकट नहीं दिया वो ठीक है आप तो वोटिंग अधिकार ले रहे हो इंडिया पूरा आप तो वोटिंग अधिकार ले रहे हो एक भी एमएलए मुसलमानों का आपने आज तक जिता कर नहीं ला पाए हो आप एमपी नहीं है एक भी एमएलए नहीं है आर यू श्योर अबाउट दिस एक भी मुसलमान कमरू जी मैं आपको एक एमपी बता देता हूं हमारे गुलाम अली जी राज्यसभा के एमपी है आप बोल रहे एमएलए नहीं है बाबरी मस्जिद से पहले आप बोलते थे एनीवे छोड़ दीजिए बाबर का जैसे
Kamruzaman Chaudhary, you're not answering any question. You are on your own trip, rattling out some facts because right at the beginning you had a slip up and you're now playing defensive cricket. But let me just get in the other political party. Let me get in the JDS spokesperson Imran Pasha. Imran Pasha, do you think this united opposition is an idea that can work, considering that most regional parties have their own states to worry about, and for a national election, can you actually have a double role, that a different kind of a point of view for state elections, different kind of a point of view for general elections? Is that really possible at a practical level?
If you can see the politics of the country from past few decades, we have seen many political parties getting alliance together with based upon their vision and based upon their strategies, etc. but there are few political parties in the country who, rather than concentrating on the national matters, they first give the priority to their state concerns. Among them, JDS party is the one. Okay, and the JDS party is the one who have given the Prime Minister to the country, and also we have formed the government, and we, our HD Kumara Swamiji have become the Chief Minister from the JDS party. And similarly, in the future also, JDS party take a stand on our oath, because we have the ability to form the government. Not now, we have seen the mandate of the people, what people have given in the Karnataka Assembly election. But we are working very hard, and we are working on the gaps where we have missed, and we are working on to form a government again in future. But in coming Lok Sabha election, we are taking a stand not to align with any other parties. We will gonna fight on our own.
But do you think the unity that is being made in Patna on 23rd of June will have a future? I'm asking you that question because tomorrow you can make a national government, you say. So what is your view on this joint opposition meeting in Patna?
Before election, people and parties come forward and they will form a coalition. This is like what happened earlier also. But whenever how the election time comes near, we have seen political parties are getting divided against for the power sharing related, and on their separate ideologies. We have seen that there are UPA, NDA government which has been formed, and they have formed the government. But how much successfully they have performed, we all people knows that.
Well, Parimal Kumar, ये तो JDS है, ये तो opposition में है. They are not with the BJP, and they think that this is a impractical idea. अब आपसे ब्रिज तो संभल नहीं रहा वहां भागलपुर में, आप चले हैं बनाने के लिए इतनी सारी पार्टियों के बीच में एक ब्रिज. कैसे चलेगी ये दुकान मोहब्बत वाली?
You see, what is our main concern? Our concern is not Modi personally. Our concern is to protect the Constitution of India. The Modi government is working against the spirit of the Constitution of India in undemocratic way, and it's the main focus of BJP is to give communal colorization and to gain the political mileage. We are against this policy of the government. Okay, again you see, actually Modi government is acting in dictatorial way, whereas the Constitution of India favors the democratic form of the government. Again, actually our objective, the spirit of the Constitution, is to establish secular democracy, but BJP is in favor to establish communal
since
democracy.
since you believe in secular democracy, why has Mr. Nitish Kumar not spoken about the conversion episodes in 2 states in the last 3 days? Why has Mr. Nitish Kumar not spoken about? Or is your secularism only about protection of Muslims, nothing about Hindus? What is it?
What is the No. One should we are discussing the main issue. The main focus of our discussion is the opposition unity. So you see, since our leaders sidelined the BJP in Bihar,
so no issues matter.
They were trying to enforce the RSS ideology. Let me complain. Yes, this is important matter. That's why we are trying to, our leader, honorable leader Nitish Kumar is trying to unite the opposition party. Right, because our concern is to protect the Constitution, to protect the democratic value of the country, to protect the
fantastic. So Shehzad Poonawalla, all of them will come together. They will meet in Patna, and suddenly the Constitution will be protected, and everybody will be on the same page, and they will choose also a leader who will ultimately be their prime ministerial candidate. Do you think all this is possible?
The irony cannot be more stark that a party that has come out from the JP Andolan, which is crusading against the emergency mindset and the entire dictatorial attitude of the Congress, and in fact the RJD leader's daughter's name is Meesa Bharti. Today they are saying that we are here to save the constitution and they are trying to fight the battle of secularism. Mr. Parimal Kumar, when a MLA of RJD, Nihaluddin, says during the riots that took place in during Ram Navami that Muslims are keeping the bombs for self-defense, is that a justified and secular statement, or is this a statement that is rank communal? But that question you will not answer, just like Mr. Kamru Chaudhary did not answer the question on Sanjay Raut. But let me explain to you, Navika, what is the real agenda. The real agenda is what the JDS person has said. Look, in Karnataka, Congress grew at whose expense? At the expense of the JDS. Now, all of these parties together realize that if the Congress grows any further, it will be at their expense. Because BJP का तो एक वोट नहीं कटा Karnataka में 36% रहा. तो now it is to unite together and to contain the Congress to 200 seats. This is not actually opposition vipakshi ekta ka program. This is actually Congress ki kurbani ka program, where Congress has to do kurbani of its seats. जो Congress 400 seats.
Are you ready to do that?
अब वो कुर्बानी वरना समाजवादी पार्टी बता दे कितने सीट दे रही है कांग्रेस को यूपी में, या ममता दीदी बता दे कितने सीट दे रही है कांग्रेस को. ये सब मिलकर बकरे को कुर्बान करेंगे और बकरे का नाम है कांग्रेस पार्टी.
Okay, let me just
पहले समाजवादियों से पूछो सीट कितनी दे रही है.
Abbas Haider, how many seats? 1 minute, Kamru Zaman Chaudhary. How many seats will you give to the Congress party in Uttar Pradesh?
Navika ji, all the opposition parties are coming together. We are working on a formula, and definitely there is going to be a solid opposition against the Bharatiya Janata Party.
I agree.
Shehzad,
I believe you.
Not worry about it.
I believe you. How many seats to the Congress party? Let's do a practice run.
Navika ji, you know it well. This strategy cannot be disclosed on national television.
भाई 5 सीट दोगे, 10. आपने कितने सीट दिए थे जब स्टेट इलेक्शंस लड़ रहे थे?
Navika ji, that should not be the concern of Bharatiya Janata Party as of now. But you know,
I'm asking you as a journalist, my friend.
Rest assured that all the opposition parties are coming together, and you know what is the binding force which is bringing all the opposition parties to come together? The binding force is the people of India. Jan Gan Man. Bharatiya Janata Party is losing ground across the country. They have lost 20 states. People of 20 states have rejected Bharatiya Janata Party in past couple of years. This is what has happened to BJP. But you know what? I mean, they have promises. They have done so many promises to the people of this country and delivered nothing. Where are Pakka Makan to every citizen?
Then why aren't people making you win elections is what they will ask. 2014, 17, 19, 22, 23, bypolls, Nagar Nigam सब हार गए. पर अब्बास हैदर एक सवाल है आपसे. अब्बास हैदर एक सवाल है आपसे. अब्बास भाई आपसे एक सवाल है. अब्बास भाई एक सवाल है आपसे. एक सवाल है. अब्बास भाई एक सवाल.
Abbas Haider, there can't be a debate if you don't listen. If you don't listen to a question.
Listening for past 30 minutes.
So there is a question. Why don't you respond to that question?
अब्बास हैदर, जिनसे आपकी नई नई मित्रता हुई है, अरविंद केजरीवाल, उन्होंने एक बार मुलायम सिंह यादव जी को सबसे भ्रष्ट कहा था और लिस्ट में डाला था. अब वो पीछे हो गए या आपने मान लिया कि मुलायम जी भ्रष्ट थे?
नहीं, हम तो कह रहे हैं कि जो भी ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज हैं वो आज
सवाल सिंपल है. अरे भाई, आप भ्रष्ट थे और वो सही थे, या वो झूठे थे और आप पर गलत आरोप लगाया?
पॉलिटिकल लीडरशिप. इट इज अबाउट
अब्बास हैदर, सवाल इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड
political leadership. So let me get in Riju Datta ji. Riju Datta ji, who's the leader? Nitish Kumar, Mamata Banerjee, Rahul Gandhi, Akhilesh Yadav, Arvind Kejriwal. Who's the leader? Number 1. How many seats will you give to the Congress party in Bengal? Question number. Abbas Haider, just calm down. Just calm down. Riju Datta ji, how many seats will you give to the Congress party in Bengal? Lok Sabha elections, they are a national party. कितनी सीटें देंगे?
मैडम, आपका सवाल का जवाब मैं लास्ट में दूंगा. थोड़ा सब couple of things I picked up on the debate. Let me just address them. 2 words that are frequently used in this debate are irony and bridge. Now, when we talk about the bridge, It reminds me of the Morbi Bridge also. It reminds me of the Posta flyover also, where 27 people died and the Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi said it's a message of God to Mamta Banerjee. So I don't know after Balasore what is God's message to BJP and Mr. Modi. Now coming to irony, Shehzad is using this word irony over and over and over again. Now the question, the irony here is that the so-called Thekedars of Hindu Dharam, the irony is you invoked Prabhu Ram in Bengal, Prabhu Ram rejected you. Invoked Bajrang Bali in Karnataka, Bajrang Bali rejected you. So bottom line, 32,000 Dev Devi bhi tumhe 2024 mein nahi jita sakte. That is the irony. And the third thing is, I have seen Shehzad asking everybody a tidbit question, in the middle of the speech. So my question is कि कॉनरेड संगमा को अमित शाह ने रैली से बोला था ये चोर है, इसको हम जेल में डालेंगे, फिर 2 विधायक लेके सरकार बना लिया, तो क्या कॉनरेड संगमा अभी साधु हो गए कि बीजेपी चोरों को साथ सरकार बनाने लग गई? ये जवाब भी आप दे दीजिए। और रहा आपका सवाल नाविका जी, I believe the regional parties play a very key role in the upcoming 2024 elections. Now आप पूछेंगे कि कांग्रेस को आप कितने सीटें दोगे? कांग्रेस को देने के तो हम सीट दे देंगे, पर जीतना बंगाल में वो अलग स्ट्रेटेजी हो जाता है, बिकॉज रीजनल पॉलिटिक्स आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम नेशनल पॉलिटिक्स. And who will be the leader? My leader has said it very clearly on record. The joint opposition will decide who the leader will be. Whoever will be the candidate, the joint opposition
कमरुज़्ज़मान चौधरी, कांग्रेस पार्टी को बंगाल में तो कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला. उत्तर प्रदेश में your chances are very dim. तो आप national party, basically all the parties will come together and want to push you down in terms of the number of seats you can contest, and that's the only way an opposition unity can be seen. So are you willing to be a chota player in a bada united opposition?
Navika, I can't understand where did you pick that up, that this June 23 meeting is all about seat adjustment and alliances for 2024. It's a meeting where political opposition parties are coming together to frame a strategy against the Narendra Modi BJP government, the corrupt and the fascist government that has been ruling India for the last 9 years.
Please clarify for me.
Strategy. It might not be an
strategy क्या होती है? What is the strategy of elections? Isn't it based on seats? What is it based on? Speeches?
No, it may not be based on seats. Like let me tell you one small example that is coming up. Let's say a delimitation exercise is coming up in the next few months. It's coming up in India. Maybe we will need to strategize on how to carry out about the delimitation.
That's not happening before 24.
There are issues that are governing the country, like the Sedition Act.
Riju Datta ji, Kamruज़्ज़मान Chaudhary is from your state. He is from the Congress party. Can you please tell me how convinced are you with his strategy?
I believe the delimitation will happen probably in the year 2026. So that is first things first. Second thing, I believe that Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who is the leader of opposition, during the Karnataka elections in the star campaigners list, he was not there. Number 1 point. Number 2, under his able leadership, Congress has become a zero again in the state of West Bengal. So I believe the national leadership of Congress should look into that it is time for a change, because we have to change the ruling government in the country. So the Congress has to also look at small changes in different states as well.
Well, okay. So Shehzad Poonawalla, यहीं पर यूनिटी का कचरा हो गया है.
देखिए मैं आपको बताता हूं, यहाँ पर तो ऑपोजिशन यूनिटी कितनी होगी ये दिख ही रहा है. और एक ही सवाल है मेरा. देखिए कांग्रेस, अरे भाई मेरा समय है बोलने का. 1 वर्सेस 5 है पैनल. आज पैनल 1 वर्सेस 5 है. मुझे बोलने तो दीजिए, फिर उसके बाद बोल दीजिए. अरे पर आपके पास ही आना है उसके बाद.
ओके, मेक योर पॉइंट. शहजाद, 1 मिनट जेंटलमैन. शहजाद,
अब मैं आपको एक छोटा सा एक्सपेरिमेंट करके बताता हूं, और इसी से पता चल जाएगा कि इनकी सरकार अगर गलती से भी आ गई तो क्या होगा. समाजवादी पार्टी ने ऑर्डिनेंस के खिलाफ सपोर्ट किया है आम आदमी पार्टी को. कांग्रेस से पूछे क्या सपोर्ट करती है आम आदमी पार्टी को. टीएमसी को कांग्रेस पार्टी के सर्वोच्च नेता राहुल गांधी ने कहा है कि ये बी टीम है बीजेपी की। अधीर रंजन चौधरी ने नहीं केवल कहा है, ये राहुल गांधी का ऑन रिकॉर्ड ऑफिशियल बयान है कि टीएमसी इज द बी टीम ऑफ द बीजेपी। अब पूछ लीजिए कि क्या वो राहुल गांधी के इस आरोप को स्वीकारते हुए राहुल गांधी के पास जा रहे हैं? ये दोनों से पूछ लीजिए कि क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी, और जब कार्रवाई मनीष सिसोदिया पर होती है तो कांग्रेस पार्टी कहती है कि एजेंसी की कार्रवाई बिल्कुल सही है।
I'm coming to you, Riju Datta, but first Abbas Haider. Abbas Haider, strategy क्या होगी on June 23rd? Will it be about generalities or will it be about specifics? Will you just drink tea together or will you also discuss strategy? And what is election strategy? Is it based on seats or not?
I think Shehzad bhai is going to leave Bharatiya Janata Party because he is more worried about opposition. इनके पास तो allies भी नहीं है नाविका जी।
सर आप मेरे सवाल का जवाब दे दीजिए ना।
Strategy. No, I'm coming to your question. At least we are discussing about this strategy. इनके तो 23 allies छोड़ के भागे 9 साल में। इनके तो किसी स्टेट में allies बचे ही नहीं है। ये किसके साथ लड़ेंगे? सीट बांटेंगे किसके साथ? We have people of India supporting us. They are against the Bharatiya Janata Party, against the fascist and divisive policies of BJP. But इनके पास कौन है? हम तो strategy decide
so you're saying strategy without seat sharing.
2024.
Strategy without seats. Strategy without seats. Is it possible for an election?
All the opposition party will come with a very definite formula, which is going BJP lose. This is definite. This is we are sure about. And this is the first meeting. Many such meeting will take place in the future, and we will come up with a definite formula. So they need not worry about it.
केवल एक लाइन इन्होंने कहा, हमारे एनडीए में तो शिवसेना के साथ और 16 दूसरी पार्टियां हैं, पर मेरा अब्बास और टीएमसी से एक सवाल, आप लोग दोनों यूपीए में हैं क्या? आप दोनों यूपीए में हैं?
हमारे साथ पूरे देश की सारी ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज हैं।
अरे आपने तो वो यूपीए में कौन है फिर कांग्रेस के यूपीए में कौन है?
पार्टी विद द करप्शन।
कांग्रेस के यूपीए में आप है या
At least you must compliment Riju Datta that he doesn't duck any balls. He gives straight answers, and he's given a straight answer on the Congress party. I want to ask Riju Datta, respond to the question raised by Shehzad earlier.
I think when Shehzad asks questions like this, he should also remember कि अगर कभी केजरीवाल ने मुलायम जी के बारे में बोला तो वो साथ नहीं आ सकते, कभी ममता जी ने राहुल गांधी के बारे में बोला, राहुल गांधी ने ममता जी के बारे में, तो साथ नहीं आ सकते। बट जब आप कांग्रेस में थे, आप भी बीजेपी को गाली दिए थे, आज आप राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता है। गौरव भाटिया जब दूसरी समाजवादी में थे तब उन्होंने मोहन भागवत जी को भी अपशब्द कहा था, वो भी आज राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता है। तो ये तो होता रहता है पॉलिटिक्स। Let's get mature, Shehzad. Once again, let's not please don't.
What job a spokesperson does in his professional capacity is being considered as the equivalent of a party's ideological.
Allow him to complete.
Why are you being? Yes. Shehzad, don't be chewy mui. For the next 6 months, you will be against 5 or 6 channels. So get used to it. I face it. I face it. No, I face it in Bengal every day because we are the ruling party in Bengal. So get used to this. Don't get sensitive. Don't get sensitive. Again, he will interrupt. Again,
why are you characterizing anybody's behavior as chewy mui? And chewy mui का क्या मतलब?
Grow up, be a bit matured, get used to all this. Grow up, be a bit little matured.
Therefore, in all maturity, I am asking you.
Okay.
Straight.
Well. The question.
नाविका जी मुझे खत्म कर ले। मैं खत्म कर लूँ नाविका जी।
30 seconds. Yes.
खत्म कर लूँ प्लीज। जितने यहां पर पैनल में ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज है बीजेपी के, मैं सीधा बात करता हूं, हम सब में कुछ ना कुछ अनबन था, बट विश्वगुरु ने इतना अत्याचार किया कि हम सब आ गए हैं, और हम सबको जोड़ने का फेविकॉल है नरेंद्र मोदी, और उन्हीं को हटाना है और बीजेपी को भगाना है।
Okay. Well, you said it. You said it. Even to get the opposition together, it is the requirement that they have is Narendra Modi.
देश को बचाना है तो बीजेपी को हटाना है।
देश का झंडा यूएस में नरेंद्र मोदी फहराने जा रहे हैं, वहां पर joint Congress address is going to be given by Narendra Modi.
वो तो उनका काम है, कोई भी रहेगा, हर कोई फहराता है।
अद्भुत बात है कि जो लोग सेकुलरिज्म के नाम पर राम जी के अस्तित्व पर सवाल उठाते थे, वो आज किस प्रकार से चंडी पाठ भी करते हैं, दुर्गा पाठ भी करते हैं, और जो एक दूसरे को देख नहीं सकते थे, वो भी एक हो गए हैं। चलिए कम से कम ये बता दीजिए कि इस एकता में आप लेफ्ट के साथ भी एक होंगे।
But the question is the constitution that they want to save, the fact that their voices are being throttled. Well, every night I have you on the show, Riju Datta. आपको कोई रोकता कहाँ है बोलने से? कहाँ चली गई डेमोक्रेसी की ये जो चिंता है आपकी?
डेमोक्रेसी टाइम्स नाउ में ही है, आई एग्री।
Well, thank you very much for that. And Times Now is in India, and therefore democracy is in India. QED. Well, that's all I had time for.
last line. रिजू दत्ता जी इतना ही एक हो रहे हैं, लेफ्ट के साथ एक हो जाइएगा, बंगाल में लेफ्ट के साथ एक हो जाइएगा, कांग्रेस इज एन एलाय ऑफ द लेफ्ट। बोलिए।
उन्होंने कांग्रेस को पाठ पढ़ा दिया, आप लेफ्ट की बात करें।
मैंने क्या कहा? बीजेपी को हटाना है, देश को बचाना है।
चलिए, वेरी गुड। एंड फॉर दैट द ऑपोजिशन नीड्स वन फेविकॉल ब्रांड, एंड दैट फेविकॉल ब्रांड इज नरेंद्र मोदी। How ironical, sorry to use that word again, how ironical is that, Riju Datta? We leave it at that for now. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1. On